Seriously, a person that loves you, respects you, got pregnant the first time, you took it out, next time again, you see asking to take it out because he's not ready. And you say if you open your leg, get pregnant the first time, second time, third time, fourth time, fifth time, sis, there's something wrong with your head. Like, are you okay upstairs? You need to check yourself. Really. First off, disclaimer, this review or this gist is going to be filled with so many spoilers. But let's get into the story of this film. This movie basically tells a story about this guy named Dennis, because I can't remember his actual name. I'm not sure if that's his actual name, but Dennis was played by Eso Dike, and this baby girl named Abigail. Abigail was played by Sonia Uche. Another lady named Mabel, who was played by Detola Jones. Now, Dennis and Mabel happens to be housemates and very good friends, while Dennis and Abigail are boyfriend and girlfriend. So they've been together for a couple of years. And in this couple of years, Abigail, being the understanding girlfriend, being the baby girl that has decided to build and struggle with her man, which I have no problem with, has taken out 4 pregnancies. That's the part where there is problem. Because if you are using your head, you're with a man for years and you're taking out pregnancy simply because he is not ready. Abigail, in this age and time. So yeah, Abigail had taken out different pregnancies for Dennis. So at some point, Dennis thought he was ready and he was moving abroad. So get it right, guys. Dennis is moving abroad and Abigail had gotten pregnant. Now, Dennis feels like he's ready because he thinks when he goes abroad, things are going to magically change for him and he's going to come back for her. But Abigail, on the other hand, is like, what if you go and you don't come back? What if you go and you don't even make it? What if you go and I'm just here suffering on my own because I myself, I'm not doing so great. So you're not part of the pregnancy journey. You're not part of you're not sending upkeep money and you're not even here to support me in any way. So how then am I not losing on both ends? But he's like, oh, he's ready. She should keep it. It's their child. He wants this child. Eventually, Abigail decided that she's going to take out the pregnancy, which I absolutely understood her perspective. Now, Dennis, on the other hand, was very, very angry because he felt he was ready and he wanted them to keep that child. Now, one thing led to one another. He eventually got together with Mabel, who happens to be his housemate. Now, Mabel got pregnant. Bear in mind, Abigail had gotten pregnant. Abigail had taken out the pregnancy. Now, Mabel is pregnant. Mabel kept her pregnancy, and the baby became a full-grown child. Now, Dennis, after a few years, came back, and when he went to see Mabel, he met a child. And of course, from his calculations, he just figured out it was his child. And then Dennis, because in his head and his stupid mind, he just feels like any woman that gives birth to a child for him, he has to be a part of the child's life and also part of the woman's life because he doesn't want his child to be raised by a single mother because he was raised by a single mother. And he kept saying, you know my story. And I'm like, bro, what is your story? Some of the fact that you've been hammering on that you were raised by a single mother. What is your story? What exactly did single motherhood do to you? Now that you were raised by a single mother, what was the problem? What was the issue with your life? Spell it out. Let's see where you're coming from so we even understand you because everything that this guy did in this movie was nothing but wickedness, you guys. Because tell me how somebody just moves on like that. Now, the drama actually started when Dennis came back. He found out that Mabel was pregnant. He has given birth for him, and now decided that he wants to get married to Mabel. Bear in mind that Dennis came back for the sole reason of getting married to Abigail. Now, he had gone to Abigail's family. They had already even picked a date. It's time for them to start preparations. That's when he found out that Mabel has his child. And all of a sudden, this man did not even think about any other thing. He didn't consider how far they've come. He didn't consider what this one had gone through from. He did not consider Jack. He just thought the right thing for him to do was to get married to Mabel. And the most wicked part of it is that this man did not even have the decency of telling her that I'm not going to get married to you. He had no decency of breaking up with her. Just thought the next best thing for him to do was just to get married out of the blues, not informing her, not carrying her along. Like, and this one just comes to his house one day because he noticed that he's been drifting, he's been acting up, and he's not even been visiting her apartment. And now he's been camping at Mabel's apartment because apparently he was living in that apartment before he moved abroad. So when he came back, he just went back there because all along he's still been paying his half of the rent. And she goes there to visit. The next thing Auntie is seeing is a wedding portrait of him and Mabel. You guys, if I tell you that I wasn't mad, I was so annoyed that I was speechless because I'm like, is this even real? Like, is this even possible in real life? Like, is this how crazy people are? Like, what exactly is your deal? Even if this is what you've decided, what stops you from actually telling this person that this is what I've decided? You know, we've seen this kind of movies in the past year where a woman will struggle with a man, eventually you break her heart, you leave her. But this one, it was just done in a very, very much more wicked way. Like, how wicked can you be? This woman is there thinking that you're still planning her wedding. Meanwhile, you're going to get married to your housemate, and all your gist was just the fact that you want your child to be raised. You don't want your child to be raised by a single mother. You want to be a part of the child. Like, bro, you can get married to the woman that you claim that you love. Because Dennis in his head kept saying, he loves Abigail. She's the love of his life. But you're saying somebody is the love of your life, but you're still going ahead to get married to somebody else. Make it make sense. And the reason you're even getting married to somebody else is something that could actually even be resolved without you actually getting married to that person. So imagine a case where Dennis actually gets married to Abigail and he's still co-parenting with Mabel. Please, is that not something that can be done in real life? In what world do you, that you know that you don't want a single mother to raise your child, you went to sleep with your housemate, she got pregnant for you, and the next you thought was the best thing for you to do was to get married? Now, to even Mabel herself, this is why I say women are also very wicked. Because tell me, Mabel, you and this man were never dating. Yes. What was that? What am I even expecting from a woman that literally threw herself at a man? Because this guy she knew that he was in a vulnerable state. I'm not trying to justify whatever stupidity Dennis did for cheating on his woman by sleeping with his housemate. But what I'm saying is that she literally also threw herself at him because she had obviously also really, really liked him and she just wanted to have him. So eventually, I wasn't even expecting much from her when she decided to get married to him. But he was just very wicked because you know how much this lady has suffered. You've been part of the story from the very beginning. You know the gist. You know all they've been through together. And you thought the next best thing for you to do was just to get married to the guy, just like that. Nothing like you even trying to be considerate, nothing like you trying to even it was just so wicked. Like when my friend said go and see Chances by Sonia Uche, I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch it. But when I eventually watched this movie, I was just really angry because I'm like, I can't even fathom it. And I must really, really commend Sonia Uche's acting because you see those things when she started to lose her mind after Dennis left her and went to get married to Mabel. No, she killed that role. I literally thought she was going to go crazy. At one point, I was just expecting that they would say she had gotten some sort of mental illness or she was now mentally unstable and she had to go to the psychiatrist because this kind of thing can actually make you go crazy. It's enough for you to land in a psychiatric home for this kind of situation because where does she even want to start from? 7 years of her life just gone in thin air, just poof, just like that. Because of what? So because you took a chance on a man and decided to be with him for years when you do not even have anything, or because you felt like the next thing for you to do for the best for the both of you was also take up the last pregnancy that he felt he should keep, because his only argument is that she took out a pregnancy that he wanted. Imagine how selfish that even sounds. All of these years when you did not want a pregnancy, this woman was considerate enough and was taking it out because now you felt like you wanted a pregnancy and she didn't keep it. You thought the next best thing for you to do was to cheat, not just cheat, and then now to get married to the person that you cheated with because she had a child for you. You guys, please, am I the only one that feels like this thing was just very, very crazy? And very, very wicked. You guys, please, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment in the comment section because I'm losing my mind from this movie. It's so annoying. And Eso Dike's character in this movie was just very, very wicked. I wanted to actually slap his face. He was not remorseful. He was not even considerate. He didn't even feel anything bad. Like this man's action was contradicting everything he was saying. Imagine saying that, oh, you love this person, but all your actions, she'll come to your house, you literally throw her out. You were not even feeling her pain. You're not even trying to put yourself in her shoes. You just felt like it's the next best thing to do. I mean, I've moved on. She should also move on. Guy. I know people are wicked. I give it to Sonia Uche because the only argument for you is that you don't want a single mother to raise your child. And I'm like, I think it's just obvious that Dennis always liked Mabel because if he did not always like her, why would he always follow her on a date? There were times you follow her on a date and go and wait in the car just to ensure that she's safe. See, all in all, Abigail just wasted her time. That's all I can see. I'm telling you, she took stupid chances. This is your sign not to take any silly chances with anybody because any relationship that is leading to 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and no cocoa, and all you people are doing is terminating pregnancies. What's the aim in that? Like, at the end of the day, what's the end goal? Seriously, a person that loves you, respects you, got pregnant the first time, you took it out, next time again, you see asking to take it out because he's not ready. And you say if you open your leg, get pregnant the first time, second time, third time, fourth time, fifth time, sis, there's something wrong with your head. Like, are you okay upstairs? You need to check yourself. Really, you really need to check yourself because if you're okay in the head, you will not be opening your leg for such a silly person that obviously doesn't want anything to do with you. Guys, I really want to hear from you. How did you enjoy this movie? Do you think it was a great watch? What do you have to say about this film? How do you feel about it? Are you also very angry like I am? Drop your comment. Please, guys, be sure to subscribe to my channel. I appreciate all your love and support. Share the word of the channel, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye, guys. Mwah.